Ingersoll is a MIG welder. Shannon Abram is a custodian. He was a Minneapolis City champion.
Move around this way just a hair. Right here. You both happy? Ready, go.
These two big guns are going at it, but they slip out of the grip, and that means the referee will strap them together.
And you have to wonder who this will really be an advantage for as the night goes on. Both of these pullers have competed a number of times. You sure the strength is going out of the arms as the night gets longer? And with the strap, you have to know the man who's got the most left is going to be the one who walks away victorious.
That's right, Lon. The referee puts the competitors in the strap. The referee sets the grip. So there's no advantage here, theoretically. It's definitely a strength position for both of the pullers.
And quickness is certainly going to play a part in that, too. And so you might look for the quicker of the two competitors to get the early advantage and then try to take their opponent down.
Okay, right here.
The all-important clinch has to be center table. No advantage to either side.
The wrists are going to be straight. Shoulders are going to be square. They're not going to let them go till they're in perfect position.
Neither of these pullers has a loss coming into this match, but now Shannon Abram continues his undefeated ways. Dave Ingersoll has one loss in this double elimination format.
Which means these two guys are going to have to go at it again at least one more time before we find out who wins in the 171 to 190 group.
So a big win for Shannon Abram. Dave Ingersoll has his work cut out for him. Coming up next, Cooley and Quigley.
$250? It's only a little scratch.
Here a scratch, there a scratch, everywhere a scratch. And they're all an eyesore. What you need is GS27 Scratch Remover. It's new from Duralube. GS27 gets rid of those surface scratches and paint swirls quickly and easily. Simply rub GS27 into the scratch, then polish it to a beautiful finish. The scratch is gone.
I still can't believe it was that easy. GS27 got rid of those scratches in less than a minute. It's great.
GS27 is not an abrasive. It's a superfine microscopic crystallite that works its way into the scratch and polishes it away. And look, you don't have to go crazy trying to match colors. That same tube of GS27 works wonders on any color car. You have to see it to believe it. Amazing.
The repair shop said it had to sand, prime, and paint. What a bunch of bull. GS27 took that ugly scratch away in no time.
Watch. Would you do this to a brand new car? Ouch! But GS27 removes that ugly scratch quickly and easily. What a difference! GS27 is so effective, it'll even remove paint scrapes, ugly rust from chrome bumpers, and scratches and scrapes from your boat's gel coat. GS27 is only $14.95. But wait! Order now and get a second tube for only $5. That's two for just $19.95. It'll remove those surface scratches from your car or your money back. Don't live with those ugly scratches and don't spend a fortune to remove them. Order your GS27 scratch remover now.
Call toll-free 1-800-313-2400 or send check or money order for $14.95 for one or $19.95 for two, plus $5.95 shipping and handling too. GS27, 1000 Apex Street, Department GS, Nashville, Tennessee. Or call now 1-800-313-2400.
Welcome back to the arena in Detroit, Michigan, the 1997 Yukon Jack Battle of the Biceps. A full house ready to watch the big boys come to the table in the 191 to 210 division. It'll be Jerry Cooley, the 33-year-old cop, going against Andrew Quigley from Grand Blanc, Michigan, 24 years old.
We have yet another undefeated match here. Both of these gentlemen have yet to lose in the competition. We are in a double elimination tournament. Somebody's got to go down twice before we crown a champion. Watch Andrew Quigley. Andrew is quick off the draw. He's known for his top roll, which is a very fast move. He wants to get control over Jerry, and it doesn't happen. They have a slip grip there, Lon.
Well, we've seen that earlier on. They're going to allow them to go ahead and get strapped up, but it looked like Cooley had the early advantage, and we've seen some of the arm wrestlers pull out of that grip in a losing position, and they'll go ahead and give you the loss if you were in that type of position. But I guess the referees felt that it was pretty much a neutral position when they did slip out. So Cooley and Quigley now will really put their biceps to the test as they lock it up in the straps.
This is not an advantage, in my opinion, for Andrew Quigley. He is a technique guy, known for the quick draw. When you're put into the straps, we've told you before, it's more muscle, more strength, more of the big gun coming in. And I believe Jerry may have a bit of an advantage in this situation, Lon.
Well, don't rule Quigley out. He has been a professional bodybuilder for 5 years. So he is certainly one that has the muscles as he comes to the table as well. But Cooley really has seemed to be more confident in his strength.
Andrew does have a little bit of the crowd on his side because he did finish second in the Detroit Championship. Once again, we had 10 cities represented, 3 states. A lot of the competitors are from the Detroit area, so maybe the crowd will help him in this situation.
Well, the arm wrestlers are just about strapped in. The referees will set the grip, and Andrew Quigley on the left against Jerry Cooley on the right. The men's 191 to 210, and quickly it is Cooley just like that.
Took almost 2 minutes to get him ready and 2 seconds for it to end. Jerry Cooley is still undefeated, but once again they will have to meet each other at least one more time.
And that certainly will not help Quigley in the middle aspect of his game. Now we move on to the heavyweights. Tim Antonides from Orleans, Michigan, going against Joe Olson, and this has to be a grudge match. Both of these men are huge, both have attitudes, and both know how to put down an opponent in quick fashion.
But stick around to get it. Don't forget to leave without
there is Red Dog. He's a hog farmer, 6'4", 250 pounds. Of course, he won his weight class in the Lansing City Championship. Joe Olson is a logger from Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. Says he arm wrestles for fun. He is not used to losing.
I don't think either one of these guys is used to losing. You can see Red Dog there. Tim on the right has chalked up his hands pretty well. That is allowed in the rules. They are allowed to use a chalk or a rosin to help them get a better grip.
Two of the biggest biceps in the house, and they are going to give it to Red Dog.
We have a foul.
Yeah, another foul.
We have a foul on Red Dog. He lifted his elbow off the pad. That means they're going to have to go at it again. If he gets 2 fouls, he automatically loses the match.
All right, well, the referee had raised his arm up to Red Dog's side, Tim Antonides, but there had been a foul just prior to that called by the table referee down low on the right of your screen. And so Olson on the left and Antonides again, and it is Red Dog, Tim Antonides, advancing through the bracket. Now he's still without a loss.
Tim Antonides is going to the finals, ladies and gentlemen. The Red Dog will be in the money. Coming up, we do have our first final match with Shelly Arnold and Kathy Gentz. Stay with us.
Are you tired of the game yet? You know, the one where you comb your hair a little this way and a little that way, hoping no one will notice that you've lost some hair. Instead of fussing with it, your hair can look like this.
So call 1-800-HAIR-CLUB now, and we'll send you our latest free brochure with before and after photos of clients who've realized the benefits of our latest breakthrough, anonymous hair technology.
We call it anonymous hair because you can't tell. It's real hair added into your own. So whether you're swimming or if someone's just running their fingers through it, it's just like your own hair. You don't have to spend up to $50,000 for transplants or buy minoxidil for the rest of your life to get a little fuzz up there. It's only $9.95 or as low as $40 a month.
So call 1-800-HAIR-CLUB for your free brochure, and you'll also receive a free round-trip American Airlines ticket anywhere in the continental United States. There are a limited number of tickets available for new customers only. That's 1-800-HAIR-CLUB.
Are you wearing cologne?
It's a big game!
Tomorrow night, Arizona's backcourt stars Mike Bibby and Miles Simon lead the defending champs into Maui to try to ground the Eagles. Boston College, Arizona, the Maui Invitational. Tomorrow at 7, only on ESPN2.
Welcome to the Naismith House.
We are set for the first of our 7 finals competition. We begin in the women's under 145 from the arena in Detroit, Michigan. Shelly Arnold, who has moved through her bracket so quickly from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And guess who she's going against? She's going against one of the older competitors here, Kathy Gintz, 47 years old. Now, these two met earlier. Both of them came into that match without a loss. And now Kathy Gintz has one loss. If she loses this, Shelly Arnold will be crowned the champion.
Shelly Arnold is an amazing competitor, Lon. Throughout the competition, she has had such a relaxed, kind of a casual, hey, this is a fun party type attitude. Kathy Gintz, on the other hand, a very solid, strong, intense competitor. Two different, very different styles.
There from the ref cam on Steve Stanaway, you see the two trying to be cooperative in the grip. Shelly Arnold not happy with it.
How many think Shelly's going to win?
Shelly loves the crowd.
We heard her say she's not okay with the grip.
On deck will be the women's championship for the 145 and over.
Kathy Gintz doing most of the work trying to get this grip together. Shelly Arnold not happy with the result.
Not only is this a battle of the biceps, this is almost a battle of a generation, with Kathy being 47, one of the oldest competitors, and Shelly only 28. And Shelly Arnold puts Kathy Gintz away, and Shelly Arnold is our champion.
Kathy Gintz had performed so well coming through here, but Shelly Arnold was just a notch better, and the 28-year-old St. Paul City champion is the women's 145 and under champion here at the Yukon Jack Battle of the Biceps. Now, moving on to the final in the over 145, Robin Epperly will be taking on Kathleen Arneson. Epperly will be on the right of your screen. Kathy Arneson in the glasses on the left of your screen.
On your left is Kathy Arneson.
This is going to be a great match.
In Armwrestling, when she won a competition, she was entered in by her mother.
These two met previously. It was Robin Epperly coming through with a victory, so Kathy Arneson is just one loss away from elimination. Epperly with the advantage, and once again it is Robin Epperly defeating Kathy Arneson, and that means that Robin Epperly is your champion in the over 145 division.
Robin Epperly with a classic top roll, taking control of Kathy.
A great win for Robin Epperly. Chrissy Lee, though, is down with our champion.
Robin, let's talk a little bit about your final match with Kathy. She gave you a little bit of trouble there.
Yeah, she's a tough girl. I took her on in before, and I beat her there too, but yeah, she's tough.
You're excited to be the champion?
Yes, I am.
How much training did you do for this competition?
My husband and his buddies kind of pull around, so I just kind of been doing that for the last year with them, so.
Do you beat your husband?
No, not yet.
Well, now you're a champion. I'm sure you'll be able to do that.
Yes, hopefully one day.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Coming up next, we've got the finals for our first men's division. Jerry Moore and Ray Lohman in the under 150.
Sometimes when you hear him crying, you can't see him. Other times when you can see him, you can't pick him up. When you can pick him up, your legs might not work to get you there. Multiple sclerosis randomly attacks the nervous system, so you never know what life will be like from one day to the next. After 50 years of helping people with MS, we're closer than ever to a cure. Help us find it.
When fix-it problems hit you from out of the blue, trust the folks in the red vest. They've got shelves full of products and loads of ideas to fix any fix you're in. Because Ace is a place with a helpful hardware folks.
You know, the real me's pretty basic. I'm even a little practical. Like a while back, I noticed I had some flakes. So naturally, I started using Head & Shoulders. It helps keep the flakes away. And if it leaves my hair looking like this, why mess with a good thing?
Go, Jackie!
Go, Jackie! Go! Go, Roger!
Yeah! Go, Senator! Go, Senator! Go, 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 Senator! Don't stop! Go, go!
Here, Vander! Give me that, baby! Go, 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 go! Thanks, Drew. No problem.
Welcome back to the arena in Detroit. We have crowned 2 women's champion, still to be crowned 5 of the men's champion. Jerry Moore, trying to be the winner in the under 150 division, will take on Ray Lohman from Gobles, Michigan.
Ray Lohman has his work cut out for him. This is a double elimination tournament. He has to beat Jerry twice to become the champion. And obviously that means Jerry Moore just has to beat Ray, and he'll be our champion tonight.
These two met just a short time ago, and you did see Jerry Moore defeat Ray Lohman in that matchup. Jerry Moore, with that nice buzz cut, but in his so quiet demeanor, has put away every man that he has faced.
Ray Lohman on the right, a builder, and Jerry a carpenter, and Jerry just makes easy work of it. He is our champion.
Jerry Moore, the tail flailing, takes down Ray Lohman. Christie is with our champion.
Jerry Moore, our champion, and you have excellent technique. I've been watching you throughout the competition. Where did you learn that?
Well, I learned from a pro. He showed me what to do and everything, and I just been doing what he said.
And what was that?
I just had a real good fast hit, and that's what I relied on. But after the hit, I knew I had to finish him on the hit. If I didn't finish him on the hit, I wasn't going to finish him at all.
And you definitely finished everyone in this competition. Congratulations, you're a great champion.
Thank you.
Technique says it all. Now we move on to Rick Bovin in the 151 to 170 division in the final against Roger Taylor from Etna Green, Indiana. Roger Taylor comes into this final match with 1 loss. Richard Bovin is undefeated. It'll be Bovin on the right, Taylor on the left.
These guys have met earlier today. They also competed in the Grand Rapids City Championship, and in that competition, it was Roger Taylor taking the win and Richard Bovin finishing second. Richard being the undefeated one so far. If he can take Roger here, he will be the Yukon Jack champion.
And knowing your opponent is so important. It really does give you an advantage if you can take what you know from that opponent and try to diffuse what may be their best weapon of quickness or technique. And right now, we'll go into the strap as both competitors slip out of the grip.
This is not really a surprise with these two. They don't want anybody to have an advantage at all when they put these guys in the strap. Takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it.
Well, Roger Taylor's got some lineage. He is no stranger to the table. His grandfather and father both arm wrestle, and he made arm wrestling tables at work, and he beats his coworkers all the time, he says. Of course, we know resumes can be inflated when it's most important.
Well, certainly. Richard Bovin is not thinking about anything on his resume. Roger Taylor's anyway. He's thinking he wants to win the match. Look at the intensity on his face as they are in the straps. Oh, and look, Richard Bovin has been fouled. His elbow came off the pad. Referee Stanaway has given the foul to Richard Bovin. They will have to pull again.
So it is relief for Roger Taylor, who enters this finals match with 1 loss, knowing that another one eliminates him, gives him silver, and Richard Bovin gold. But that is still to be determined.
But
Bovin
Richard
on the
can't
right.
make a mistake, and he doesn't. He wins.
Richard Bovin comes through. That intensity paid off.
Unbelievable.
Roger Taylor goes down to defeat again to Richard Bovin.
Revenge is a horrible thing. Roger beat him in the city championships, and Richard comes back to take the win.
So a great win for Richard Bovin in the 151 to 170 division for the men. Now we move on to the 171 to 190. Shannon Abram, 6 foot 190 pounds, going against Dave Ingersoll. Dave Ingersoll, 30 years old, finished second in his weight class at the Grand Rapids City Championships. And you hear Dave Ingersoll on the left, Shannon Abram on the right.
Dave Ingersoll has the look of an intense competitor. He is so focused right now. He can't afford a loss here, because if he loses, Shannon Abram takes it all. First prize is his. So Dave Ingersoll needs to win this match and then another one to be the Yukon Jack champion.
An uphill battle for Dave Ingersoll, whose wife Wendy also competed at these Yukon Jack Battle of the Biceps. She did not fare quite as well as her husband, and they do slip out quickly. Abram just looked like he didn't want any part of Ingersoll on that pole.
Now they go to the strap. What a way to determine a championship. Dave Ingersoll learned to arm wrestle from his dad. His dad was a professional arm wrestler. Maybe, just maybe, that'll be the edge he needs to get past Shannon Abram, not once, but twice.
And certainly the competition that has come before will play a large role in this final match. As you say, with the strap, it is all muscle. It's all what you have left after a full night of competition.
And what they have left is not very much at this point. You're going to see him, one of these competitors is going to try to pull really quickly because strength, it's almost not there at this point. And Shannon with the quick top roll, it's over.
So Shannon Abram defeats Dave Ingersoll and is the champion at 171 to 190 division.
Congratulations, Shannon. Who got you involved in arm wrestling?
A guy by the name of Red Hodak, world time champion.
Did he show you the moves?
Yeah, we went through a lot of training, a lot of skills. He helped me out a lot.
Dave Ingersoll looked really tough throughout the competition. You guys went to the straps, but you made quick work of him.
Dave's tough. Dave, that's how I planned on beating him, was to get him into the strap and pull him my way.
And what is your way?
Parallel pin, right back over my shoulder to the corner.
And it worked. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Still to come from Detroit, the heavyweight and super heavyweight finals.
It's not easy building a nation. It takes hard work, vision, and lots of ice. To provide a homeland for untamed spirits, we built the Republic of Cuervo Gold. The Republic of Cuervo Gold is a tropical island paradise. But its untamed spirit can't be confined to a single island. It's everywhere. Are you an untamed spirit? Then join the Republic of Cuervo Gold. Call this number, surf this website, declare your independence, and release your inner lizard.
Yeah. The worst was I'd be at a party and someone would light up a cigarette and that cigarette would look like filet mignon to me. My mouth would practically water. Without Nicorette gum, I could never have quit. I could chew a piece when I needed it and I would regain control and it would soothe my cravings fast. After a piece of Nicorette, a cigarette would only look like Top Round to me. And that I could resist.
Nicorette gum helps you fight your cravings, your habit, your way. You can do it. Nicorette can help.
It's ESPN's Sunday Night NFL. This week, John Elway pilots the Mile High offense down to San Diego to challenge the Chargers. Broncos-Chargers, Sunday at 8, only on ESPN.
The 1997 Yukon Jack Battle of the Biceps is brought to you by Burger King. Get your burger's worth.
Two more finals yet to be determined in the 1997 Yukon Jack Battle of the Biceps, the heavy men and the super heavyweights. First of all, Jerry Cooley in the heavyweight division from Milan, Michigan, will take on Andrew Quigley, 24 years old. These two men met prior, and it was Cooley coming away with the victory. There is Jerry Cooley, a detective sergeant for the Michigan State Police.
And Andrew Quigley turning his hat around. That is a rule, you know. And he's going to have a very tough competition in front of him. He needs to beat Jerry twice. This is a double elimination tournament. Jerry does have the advantage here. Cooley has been a coach for his wife in arm wrestling. His wife, a four-time national champion and second in the world 2 years in a row. Is it Jerry Cooley's time to shine in the Cooley family?
Well, Cooley's got the early advantage. Quigley looks to be slipping out just a bit, though.
Remember, if he slips out in a losing position, Jerry Cooley will get the win.
How is Quigley bringing it back to a neutral position? It's amazing the strength he's showing. The best match of the night right here in front of you. And Quigley manages to bring it up top and then slip out, but it's amazing he got there.
Yes, and believe it or not, he's going to get a second chance because they're going to go into the strap. And I think if you look at this from the beginning, it was almost a strategy maybe by Andrew Quigley to get him into the strap.
Andrew Quigley prefers to be quick and dirty. Jerry Cooley, pretty much the brute force type arm wrestler, so I would think the straps may benefit him, but the guts and the courage that Andrew Quigley showed in that pull were just amazing, and that might carry him through.
How he held on without slipping that grip in a losing position is amazing to me too, Lon. This is going to be a tough one.
So Jerry Cooley has to be a bit tired. Both of these men have pulled a number of times, and if you've ever done it even once or twice, you know how tired your arm can get. Now, these men have been going against some top-class competition all night long, and it is Jerry Cooley who's got the muscle left.
Jerry Cooley
made it look easy.
Andrew Quigley saved enough to get to the finals, but it looks like his meter ran dry, and Jerry Cooley took him down once in the straps, and Jerry Cooley is down with Christy Lee.
Jerry, first of all, congratulations. Andrew pulled you really tough there at the beginning. How does that affect you going into the straps? It's got to be a draining experience.
Oh, it was. He's got a real good arm. We had a tough match there. Usually in the straps, the stronger arm will win. You take away a lot of the technique there, and once you get in the straps, and I was kind of hoping to get in the straps with him.
So now we've come to the center ring, the super heavyweights. Tim Antonides from Orleans, Michigan, going against Tim Rude from Kentwood, Michigan. And this should be a good one.
This will be a battle for the state of Michigan bragging rights. Tim Antonides on the left with the hat turned around. Call him the Red Dog. There you see a good look at Mr. Red Dog. Now we know how he got his name. And his competitor, Tim Rude. Tim has already lost once in the competition. Tim Rude, the guy on the right. And that was real early on to Joe Olson, but he has made it back to the finals. And if he can beat Tim Antonides twice, he'll be the champion, Lon.
There is no tiny Tim here in the arena in Detroit, Michigan. These two big boys, the super heavyweights, going at it. And they do slip out of the grip, and I think this might be what the large crowd here at the arena wanted to see. You know, technique is one thing in arm wrestling, but with the battle of the biceps and the Yukon Jack title on the line, hey, put them in the straps. Let's find out who the strongest man really is.
I don't know about you, but I would not want to be in a strap against either one of these guys. 250 pounds, the Red Dog on the left. And Tim Rude, he's no small guy either, coming in at well over 210 pounds.
There is Tim Rude. And he is going to have to be a rude man indeed to beat Tim Antonides. The intensity in this room is palpable.
He's diving in. I'm stopping him.
You heard Antonides say he's diving in. He's trying to get an advantage on the grip. He thinks Rude is trying to get ahead of him before they even start. It is Rude with the early advantage. A foul has been called on Rude.
Your shoulder is pushing his arm down, sir. I warned you twice about it.
Steve Stanaway has called a foul on Tim Rude, I think, for pushing his hand with his shoulder.
That's right, Lon. You cannot use your shoulder to push against your hand for an added advantage.
Now for the super heavyweight title. And it is Tim Antonides defeating Tim Rude in the super heavyweight division. And Red Dog is indeed top dog here at the Yukon Jack. He did it after a foul was called on Tim Rude. Let's go down to the floor. Christy Lee is with the big man.
Tim, your match had the strap. Your match had a foul on your opponent, the other Tim involved. It had everything.
Yeah, I like the strap. I was happy when we went to the strap. It gives me a lot more leverage and everything, and they don't get away, and I just like the strap. The strap tells no lies.
You want your shot at Big Dog? You can get it. For more info on Yukon Jack Arm Wrestling, call 800-229-4758. So a night of intense competition comes to a close here in Detroit. It has been a long road to victory for our champions, but the tougher the travel, the richer the rewards.
And all of our competitors leave with a sense of accomplishment, and the champions have something no one could ever take away from them. They are now the best at their craft.
Thanks for joining us. For Christy Lee, I'm Lon McCarran. So long from Detroit.